I've been kicked out of my near every bar around. I've been locked up for driving 120 through town. I've been shot at and cut with a knife, messing around with another man's wife. But other than that, we ain't nothing, just good old boys. Threw my boss out the window and got fired for my last job. Hot-wired a city truck and turned it over in the mayor's yard. Paid my brother-in-law half to death. Lost $20 on his football bet. But other than that, we ain't nothing, just good old boys. Good old boys, we're all the same. Ain't no way we'll ever change. Ain't no harm by the things we do, or the trouble that we get into. Other than a while, every once in a while, we can't help it, it's just our style. Good old boys is all we'll ever be.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wade and Carter Show. Ash, Brent, welcome to everybody on Magic 95.9. Those of you checking in on the socials, YouTubes and Facebooks, thank you. Like and subscribe, like and follow. Commanders in the house this morning. Stephanie Connie, Greg Garcia, Scott Tomko. There's your podium this morning. Thank you for getting in bright and early and joining us this morning. Everybody's bright and early except for that one.
Let's just let that ride.
Yeah,
right
let's
there.
let that
Commander
ride.
Just like sleeps. You're on camera right now.
Careful, don't pick that nose.
Oh yeah. Get in there. Get a pinky in there. Get up in there.
The subtle pinky.
I can't work in this environment anymore.
You look at your audience.
Wait a second.
They're all
you don't work
watching
in this environment anyway.
You're not.
Yeah, I'm rebuilding your whole ecosystem over here.
So now see there is the organic, the creativity of the great Commander Cody. To us, it's a website. To him, it's an ecosystem.
Absolutely.
Is this just here because you think I might need it at some point?
Entire ecosystem. What did you do with it?
I don't know. Why is it there? It's on my half.
It's ashes, just so you know.
So Ash has a twin brother, and the other day his brother posted something on Facebook, and like Ash took exception with it on Facebook, and his brother sends back, "Way to troll your twin brother." And I thought, you know what? That's the way I feel dealing with this guy. I mean, I was like, Corey, I got your feet. Of course, I call him Corky, but I'm like, I got your feeling. Yeah. But anyway.
Wade and Carter weather brought to you by the great folks at AT Deer on Feed. Ranch Week next week, lunch, specials, sales all the time.
70 degrees in Victoria under mostly clear skies, heading to a high today of 91. You know, I saw one of my neighbors the other day, and there's like, you've got people in your life. We all do. Just people that work, but then there's also people that get things done. And there's a big difference. You can see people that just work their fannies off. But I always use the analogy of the buggy whip. You know, used to back in the day, you had to have the buggy whip to
that jockey trying to get from 7th to 6th is just working that.
But the reality is, you could be the best buggy whip salesman on the planet, and you're still going to go broke. And my neighbor was out there just with his broadcast spreader, just toiling away. And I thought, pal, just go buy Deerland Feed. Buy the 21-714 and wait until the flags go up.
What do you have? Stay green or something in the bag?
Something that doesn't work. Yeah. Something that leaves him envying my lawn.
Nobody thinks he's doing what he needs to do, right? Because he doesn't ask.
The little train that could.
You know, it'd be so simple just to go, hey, Carter,
it's not that
how
hard.
do you get your lawn so green and weed free?
People do that here all the time.
And all you got to do
Deerland Feed.
I go to Deerland Feed. Just tell them.
There you go.
Ask Jackie. I want whatever Carter does to his yard.
That's all you have to do.
Really,
I want Brent Carter's yard.
And she'll tell you.
She'll say, who is that?
No, she knows.
Yeah, no.
And
she'll tell you. She'll give you, okay, you need a bag of the 21-714, and you need what is it? What's the Balon?
Yeah, which, by the way, no stickers. 2 doodles, no stickers.
There you go.
None. And I'm going to tell you,
What about
those are
sticker doodles?
grass burrs? Dawn came out the other day. I've declared Dawn because they're doodles are notorious for being aloof, judgmental. I mean, am I describing Dawn a little bit? So I'm like, okay, there she is. And she came out and she had her hair up in like a little pom-pom thing. And I declared her a Donna Doodle. She's Donna Doodle. And she took it that day. I would never say that in public.
Just did.
No, come on. There's nobody listening. If you're listening, let us know. I want to give you folks an attaboy for something and make you realize it won't always be this way. You have direct access to the program. It's your program. Call us anytime. 361-894-4020.
Numbers always
It's
there
right
on the screen.
there. It's right. It's hard to do the camera thing. It's there. That's it right there. It's right there on the screen. And if you're out and about, you realize that you can call us with a traffic update. You can call us with an Allen's Wrecker Service sighting. You can call us with any breaking news, direct, straight, live. I was listening to a radio program this morning, and you pointed out the same thing. People call in, and by the time they get on the air, after they've gone through a producer and been, well, why are you calling? What's your subject?
Yeah.
And you've been vetted, that by the time you actually get on the air, it's not even pertinent anymore. That's just not the case here. And it will be one day. One day you'll be like, I'm sorry, I'd like to talk to them. I'm sorry, who are you?
Moving
Why
on
are
from
you
that
calling?
topic.
I'm ready to start that today.
Yeah, no, I agree. I wish we got more calls. I do. About anything like P. Strauss. Yesterday, he was like in Italy or somewhere, right? But he was somewhere. I want an update. I want him to tell us. I want him to tell us how he feels about the fact that I keep seeing Hunter Brown in a Dodgers uniform in my head. I watched the Dodgers win last night. You want to talk about bad defense. They had a guy drop a routine ball in right, or Hernandez, one of the Hernandez out there dropped one. They had a kid that let a two-hopper into right field, hit the heel of his glove, and he made like a little leaguer. He pouted, made no effort to go get it. You had a catcher come over by the first base dugout and drop a ball that I haven't seen an Astro drop in 5 seasons.
Well, the kid in left field for Boston last night dove for a ball he had no business really diving for.
He should have played the one hop.
He should have caught it.
Oh, he should have caught it.
It was up high enough, but he dove trying to make it look fancy, and then it was in and out of his glove, and then Boston ends up losing the game.
I can't get past the fact that the Astros just play really good defense.
Down the stretch. Well, maybe they did. But
it was the bats.
Yeah, it was the bats. It was the pitching. Anyway.
It was the Dukes. It was the Dukes.
Good morning, Justin Glass, Bobby Leister, P. Strauss. There's Marina.
Hi, Marina.
Hi, Marina. Scott Snow, Marvin Mickus Jr., Heather Stewart, BJ Nelson, Tammy Keeling. Good morning, Andrew Alvarez, Randy Langston, Linda Chris, Lisa Poole, Mark Kurtz. There's Jackie Parsons. Go see Jackie.
P.
Jordan Glass, Jarrett McCurgan. Good morning, Cuz.
Go by and ask Jackie if advertising with Wade and Carter makes any difference, because we like to think it does, and she patronizes us like, oh, yeah, y'all are great. Ugh.
Mark Zapata, Crystal Mapp, Rena Scherer. Good morning, Joel Gomez, Tina Arterberry.
Look at
Carter
that, see?
special.
Come get the Carter special. Amen. Just say that's the Carter special. That's what I want.
It's Ron Koshin. He's going to be stopping by soon, one of these days.
We got to get that lift chair thing installed. Maybe we need an elevator right outside. Just come up here.
Amanda King.
Hi, Robert.
What if we just do it on the street that day?
Like
Wade and Carter
on the street.
Yeah.
Adam Daughtry. Good morning.
Or live. Maybe we go to Warriors weekend.
How about this for local news?
Tell me.
Well, I mean, our mayor's not being petitioned to be recalled.
No.
Just down the road in Corpus Christi.
Quoting the Corpus Christi Chronica, petition filed to remove Corpus Christi mayor on August 29th. So it's been a while. A formal petition was filed to remove Mayor Paulette Guajardo. The petition stems from an ongoing lawsuit between the city of CC and somebody.
Agit David.
I don't know
I
Agit.
don't either.
I don't know what Agit means.
Right.
Agit's a dude, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
The suit alleges that the mayor knew, not or should have known, but the mayor knew about an alleged forged or altered federal document related to a major project. Despite this knowledge,
What federal major project is going in Corpus?
desal plant. Despite this knowledge,
Harbor Bridge?
she allegedly, it's a key word always used in lawsuits. She allegedly approved the project and awarded $2 million in taxpayer incentives to 2 of her campaign contributors. So me and Ash go down, give her $50. She gets reelected. We're on the list to be a contractor for, let's say, a desal plant or something. And we end up getting $2 million in incentives is probably a tax abatement.
I wish I could get $2 million for $50.
Right?
It's a heck of an investment.
Says this is a potential violation of state and federal law.
So about a
as
week
well
after
as-
the petition was filed,
Yeah.
City Council voted 4-1.
with 4 abstentions. That means they've got either they're too close to the situation or they don't want to be involved.
To refer the lawsuit to outside counsel. So now taxpayers are going to be on the hook for this thing.
Yeah. I wonder if she got to hire the lawyer, the mayor. If she said, "Oh, you got to use my law firm," they contributed to my campaign. I don't know. It is interesting though, because the article goes on to say, "What do you think? Should the mayor be removed?" Now we don't have anywhere near enough information there to make any kind of assumption. I dare you to read some of the comments. I'm just curious what the comments would be. I mean, I'm sure people are like, "Yeah, man, she's bad." Corpus is such a cesspool. Listen to that. First one. If you don't have faith in the person you voted for, then you can vote to get them out of office. That's the way it works. The people have the power. That's what they don't want. Who is they?
I don't know.
That's what they don't want. God is opening the light to know who is guilty. What was in the dark shall become into the light. See, Corpus is so much more sophisticated and they're just deep thinkers there. That's awesome. Everyone deserves due process. Just because a petition was filed doesn't mean the mayor is guilty of anything. Allegations are not proof, and rushing to judgment without all the facts does more harm than good. Let's allow the legal process to play out before making assumptions.
There were no assumptions made in that. It was all based off filings that are public from a deposition, right?
You to make an assumption.
Yeah.
Those are all actually pretty good comments.
Yeah, they were. The petition stems from depositions that are now public. So there you go. People have been deposed.
You like my new? This is
Nice
this is the
Wade and
budget we have. That's my new Wade and Carter.
I mean, is it nice? Is it nice to live in a city? Is it nice to live in a city though, where our mayors aren't?
It is.
Well, petitions to be.
It's
recalled?
nice to live in a city where there's nothing going on that could create any controversy. So here I've also got. If you deserve it, say I've got the.
Who likes the Harbor Bridge in Corpus
Idiot.
more?
the
Motorists in Corpus or people wanting to kill themselves?
Can you two do the same show for a while? That would be nice.
No, people that are multitasking, they can listen to both of us. Are people jumping off the new bridge?
Like every day, it seems like somebody's climbing on the bridge, climbing up the bridge.
It's got a walkway.
It's
got a walkway. It's designed. It's got, and I mean, I thought it was kind of ironic that at the very top there's a little jut out deal with no rail. It's called Lover's Leap. I thought that was romantic when they did that.
Police officer the other day actually talked somebody off the ledge. Literally,
was it a Democrat?
They were pulling some guy over on a motorcycle, and he pulled over and then got onto the thing and was threatening to jump. He was having all sorts of domestic issues, and they talked him off, which is good to see. But
all right. Yeah.
Well, there you go. The Chronica has now updated their site. According to California, they say the mayor did not know any about the alleged forgery. Well, all they were reporting on was the petition to remove her.
Yeah. They now say the mayor did not know about it. Well, if the mayor didn't know, then the mayor didn't do anything wrong.
No.
Unless the mayor simply gave.
Who filed the petition? So does that mean
the people that didn't get?
Does that mean that the petition's been revoked? I mean, this was a day ago.
Inquiring minds want
So
to know.
something's changed within a day.
What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours.
Man, this is a regular thing down there. Somebody tried to recall the mayor in 2013 with a petition. Somebody tried to recall the mayor in 2016.
Don't ever think that and they've got lots of women too. Did you see that? Nelda Guajardo. I mean Nelda, anyway, they've got lots of people down there. Adam Dodger says, found out my great-great-grandfather was the mayor of Corpus during the Civil War. Staples Street is named after him.
Monica Jost with maybe the most sensible solution. Just electrify the cables. Be cheaper than sending out a bunch of first responders.
Wow. I like
an electric fence, right? Keeps the cows in.
Is it like that, or is it like you hit it with like 220, 221, whatever it takes, just like fry them? By the way, if you ever feel suicidal, dial 988.
Yep,
a real person will talk to you. Do not ever create a permanent solution to a temporary problem. There is no reason for anybody with any sense to take their own life.
H.R. Mallory saying that was a trooper. Thank you for the clarification. Portland PD got the call for a welfare check, and the guy took off. Videos on the DPS South Texas region page.
H.R. Mallory coming in a plethora of knowledge. H.R. on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being absolute lunacy, how do you rate local politics in Corpus Christi, Texas? Feel free to
This
install.
guy's lived in a few cities, and
He's lived in a few
Texas,
cities.
so he knows.
He's lived in College Station, now known as Woke College Station.
Should we take a break?
I think we
Take our
should.
first break.
Let's do it. Go.
Palace Bingo, where friends meet friends. We will be there later this month. We just don't know when yet, but we will be there for Wade and Carter night. But you don't have to wait for Wade and Carter night. Go tonight. You got a chance to win.
7 local charities. I think 7 is the local charities supported
right, yeah.
in part by the Palace Bingo folks. It's just a great organization. USA
Like
Concrete Coatings.
half a million every month gets
Yeah.
paid out to the winners there.
That's awesome. 578 Home, Charlie Garcia can help you and yours enjoy a tough as nails polyurethane coat that won't crack, stick, peel, or fade. Put down any logo you want. Put down anything you like. They can also sand it, seal it, stain it, paint it, whatever you need done to a concrete floor. Veracruz Restaurant, it's post call to Wednesday, Thursday. We recommend you get in, enjoy a full menu of amazing Mexican fare, Tex-Mex at its very finest.
You've got today and tomorrow, and then they're not open for the weekend.
That's right.
But if you
Chopping
want
block.
to do the cooking on the weekend, I was just going to say the Chop Block's place to go. New York strip sale, finally having it again this week. $12.99 choice grade New York strips. That's $12.99 a pound. They're cut roughly around a pound anyway, so about
Close.
Massimino's $13 a steak. Ribeyes, the ribeyes are really good. They're marbled nicely. $16.99 a pound. You're not going to find these steaks anywhere else in town for $16.99 a pound.
No, $18, $19 a pound.
20, 22. I've seen them as
34.
much as $23.99
Where my
a pound
bid?
elsewhere.
Sir, you're out. What's the money's in the back, sir?
Yep.
23, 24 bucks a pound.
$25.99 a pound,
Come
29,
on.
29, 29, 26, 26,
There
26.
you go.
And the
I love
barbacoa
HR. I am
boudin.
apolitical. My job is to try to get folks to slow down and wear their seatbelts. That's like, I'm apolitical. I don't know. I always thought you liked girls. I didn't know that. It's like that time Ryland goes, Dad, can you move this shirt in the rearview mirror window, back in the back window of the car? And I go, what's wrong? He goes, Dad, you know I'm homophobic. I go, what? What are you talking about? Don goes, he means claustrophobic. I go, oh, okay. Well, either way, I'll move the shirt for you. Folks, White Trash Services and White Trash Site Services. Let White Trash help you have a trash-tastic day. Dial 550-1826. White Trash we say it every day, but they just do the best job in the county of all your trash collection. Whether you need a dumpster, you've got a business in the county, whatever you need, White Trash Services can help you. There you go.
There you go.
Now, we've got a guest.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah. Dodgers 8-4 winners last night. Really quickly, since we don't really have much to talk about with the Astros, but we'll do the First State Bank Major League Baseball playoff update. Cleveland
Just
squares
walk
their
right
series
through.
at
It's a
1.
working ranch. Just Come right there.
Cleveland squares their series with the Tigers at 1 with a 6-1 win. Padres blank the Cubbies 3-0, and the Yankees 4-3 winners over the Red Sox. They win it late. Good game. I think those have been the best games of all the opening round playoffs have been the Yankees and Red Sox, to be honest.
The Red Sox had a chance late. The guy's name is like Ella Ronda Dela Cruz, something like that. Ellie Dela Cruz. Bases are juiced, and I mean that's the time where if you're a big time player, you've got to get me a hit, and he didn't, and the Red Sox lost. So the Yankees and Red Sox split, which I guess means they go to
third game today
in New York.
Yeah, it's all in New York.
Oh, it's all in New York.
They're all where they are.
I did not know that.
3-game series. Cleveland hosting game 3 today. The Cubbies at Wrigley, and the Yankees and Red Sox tonight. So 2:00 local time. If you're home doing nothing, you want to skip school.
I plan to be home.
Tigers and Indians at 2. Padres and Cubbies at 4, and the Red Sox Yankees at 7.
BJ Nelson, thank you for listening, ma'am. She says White Trash Services is rocking and rolling. Join our movement. There you go.
There we go.
So look, I'm excited to have this guest on. I'm going to hit this button, and that's your camera there. Applause. You get the applause right now.
Deafening applause because we're going to talk bourbon and cigars.
There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think at all. Tell everybody who you are, what you're doing. Sean, tell them what's going on.
Morning, everyone. Guys, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Name's Sean Clark. Bourbon, whiskey guy here in town. Had a great opportunity to put a good team together and organized the South Texas Spirits and Cigar Festival.
I'm excited.
October 18th, Victoria Community Center. We're looking at about 70 vendors.
So these are folks that are going to come in and they're going to have samples of different bourbons, and they're going to have cigars, and they're brands you'll know, people you may or may not know, but
good mix of local, regional, national, and international brands.
Ash, are you still making single barrel Irish whiskey in your
Canadian
bathtub?
whiskey in my bathtub?
Yeah,
A rye guy.
Yeah, it's not called. He doesn't call it Crown. He calls it Tiara. Yeah, it's much more sensitive on the palate.
No, it's
well. Hopefully, you guys come and experience this.
Yeah, we're coming because we were told that we were going to be on the guest list for promoting this. Media, we got media passes. Yeah,
we can work something out.
And no, so tell. By the way, also for those of you that don't know, Sean owns Texas Liquor, which I have a history with. I knew the Burrises when they had it, and it was out there in Nursery.
That was the first one.
And I remember thinking, I was like, you know, you've got a full-blown, beautifully stocked liquor store in Nursery.
We're pretty serious about our spirits.
And I was told at the time, oh yeah, there's lots of drunks out here in the country, and which I thought was amazing. I was like, you know, because liquor stores need foot traffic.
Mm-hmm.
So when you made the decision to expand, you're over on the Houston Highway,
right,
so that everybody can drink and drive, which is just phenomenal. No, but that is a beautiful store. The other store is a beautiful store as well.
I got to hand that to my wife. Places. She's got the touch on decorating a place. It's got her footprints or fingerprints all over it.
Dorothy was out there at the time. Remember?
Yes. No doubt. Yeah, we have connected. We know folks that were involved in those projects, but so of course J.R. Perez, great friend of mine, and everybody knows Pinchy. Everybody that's listening knows J.R. Perez, and he was so excited originally to tell me about this project, and typically, and tip of the cap to you, these events are fairly common, but never in a city this size.
Not in Victoria. Yeah, you go to San Antonio, Austin,
Sphinx,
Houston,
or somebody will put on a
yearly.
big, and it's usually the cigar stores that promote it, and they say, hey, we're gonna have cigars. What goes with cigars? Well, bourbon. So the vendors come in.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a people say there's nothing to do in Victoria. There's something new in Victoria. It's not an invitation for you to go get liquored up. It's an invitation for you to go and explore what's out there.
Right.
I think it's very cool.
Yeah, and we're planning on doing this yearly. So we just booked the community center again for 2026. Same time in October. So we're wanting to do this, on a yearly level. Hopefully have new and exciting vendors every year.
You said 80 vendors?
70.
70.
Right at 70.
Next year's 80.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Still,
Especially
that's
with
a
the
lot.
expansion
That's a
of
lot
the
of
community
interest.
center.
Where are they coming from for this?
Like I
11,
said,
18?
good mixture of local,
Kentucky.
regional. I'll tell you this: just within an hour's drive of Victoria, you got over 50 producers of whether it's distilling spirits, craft beer, or wine. There's a lot of local producers.
Like Texas Southwind is right over there,
That's right.
you know, outside of Goliad, between Goliad and Refuria.
Yep, you got Lavaca Bluffs, you got
Right.
Nyack, just north of Hallettsville, High Hill Rums in Hallettsville.
Mike's a
still
nice
Austin.
place. That's a nice little venue. They have a nice tasting room, and it's a pretty piece of property. I've been up
The
there.
High Hill Rum.
No, Mike, I've been up
Yes.
there. It's pretty.
What are some of the what are some of the rare brands of bourbons or whiskeys that you're going to have here for people that may not have that may like bourbons, but something they may not have tried?
What do you
Penelope,
want, like
Penelope
free
bourbon.
Pappy, you want free Pappy?
Well, we are going to have all the Pappy. So just talking about the bar just a little bit, we've handed that over to Moonshine.
Okay.
They're doing a full turnkey service on the bar. We've been storing bottles of the Pappies, all the Wellers for the last year. Those are going to Moonshine. So you'll be able to have on-site pours and also pours to take home with you.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Well,
You said Penelope?
Penelope's there. Jephthah Creed is one. They're out of Kentucky.
If you're not out of Kentucky, can you call yourself a bourbon? Or if you're not in Kentucky, can you?
It's just has to be made in the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Are you-
Kentucky is the home of
Yeah.
bourbon.
But are
But
you
it's
asking that
expand
kind of like
outside
you
the
can't
US.
call it champagne, you can call it sparkling wine because champagne is a region?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
what I
what
was
we're doing?
I was
or
curious.
Prosecco,
There
kind
you
of the
go.
same thing. Or
So,
an Armagnac.
Did you have a background in liquor? Were you like, so a lot of guys,
No.
they were liquor salesmen and stuff,
No.
but you've just educated yourself. I mean, and I'm sure you're like Robert Christ, our buddy Junior Sample says that Texas liquor, he goes, that's
his-
my spot. So, you know, if you're there,
Thank
he'll
you,
come
Junior.
in and talk to you for free, you know,
Mhm.
he'll tell you all kinds of stuff. We just don't know if it'll be
It's
accurate.
just a passion. Started doing it full time. Built a good team. That's really important. And trying to bring some of the hard to get spirits here to South Texas.
Yeah, and some of them are very hard to get.
Yeah.
So you have like a little secret list. Like when I get this in, I'll give you a call.
Well, I'll tell you this came out of a mingle project that Joey Perez and I started called the Old Victoria Bourbon Society. We're just on our second year. It's a social group.
Yep.
We
Been
meet
to a
at
couple of those at
Moonshine
Moonshine. Yep.
once a month, and just a great thing. Bourbon is one of those uniquely American products that bring people together. You know, there's so many things out there that divide people. Bourbon is one of those.
Bourbon brings people together and breaks up families. Okay, I'm with you. No, I'm with you. Brings people
Yeah.
together.
Little known
At
fact, the Hatfield,
courthouse.
the Hatfield and McCoys, they argued
Right,
over bourbon.
They had a whiskey fight. Are there any local cigar folks going to be there?
Yeah,
Are there local cigar folks?
There are actually really excited about Red Smoke Shop. There's a husband and wife team. They're going to do a cigar rolling demo.
Cool.
Oh,
So-
very cool.
So, event starts at 4 p.m. for VIP, 5 p.m. for general admission, and it's going until 10. 6 o'clock, there's going to be a cigar rolling demo.
That's very cool.
VIPs will get one of those hand rolled cigars.
Nice.
Um,
How do you get to be a VIP?
You have to promote them on the radio.
You buy it on their website.
Yeah,
Yes,
give
so-
us that because Cody will help you out right now. Give us a website link. We'll link
I've
into the way.
already got it done.
stxspirits.com.
So all you have to do, I'm going to help the listeners, is if you will go to wadeandcarter.com, you can, or on the Facebook page,
No, wadeandcarter.com. At the
wadeandcarter.com.
top, we have a new page just launched yesterday called News. You
So if you go to the Wade and Carter website,
right.
there is a clickable link for you to buy tickets
Correct.
to this event.
And you'll find information about yesterday about the VPD and then about Spirits and Cigar Festival right there on the news page.
Fantastic. October 18th, Community Center Annex.
Dome.
No, you're in the Dome.
We're in the
Yeah.
Dome.
Wow.
So the cigar lounge is, I don't know if you know, on the east side, looking at the Dome on the left side, there's that little grassy, nice 3 oak trees.
Yep.
Right.
We're turning that into a lounge.
Oh, nice.
So We'll have a 30
You
by
sit out
30
there and
tent.
smoke.
We'll have couches. We're going to string lights, live music from the Vallejo brothers
Oh,
from
nice.
here in Victoria. They're bringing a female vocalist with them.
Tell you what, I've got some backstreet info on this deal. It is a first class event. If you're interested in bourbons, I'm sure there'll be folks there to educate you. If you want to talk about why do I like this? Well, that's because it's in a port barrel and it makes it sweeter or whatever. You can go and visit with the vendors directly.
That's right.
You can buy and will probably be gifted some cigars for being a guest.
VIPs will get a bag. We'll start them off with a free shirt and some stickers, and they'll walk around. They'll get an hour with the vendors exclusively, where they'll be handed out swag, Glencairns, bottle openers.
Just think about the things that they could give
stuff.
you. Really cool ashtrays, or they could give you lighters. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff there. So
Junior's usually sleeping during the show at this point, but he's listening.
He goes,
now.
"Yeah, I'm listening now."
Are the VIP tickets limited?
We're limiting them to 100.
Okay, cool.
And we're about 60 in right now.
How much is a VIP ticket?
$99.
$99. I
Okay.
tell you what, and here's what I know about these events I visited with the folks at Finks the last time I was in San Antonio. And I want to say that in San Antonio, an event like that would cost you $250. Right. Now, what they tell you is when you get into that event, your $250, a lot of times it'll get you a backpack. And you go around from table to table and they go, you easily leave with more, because each guy's giving you $5 worth of cigars or whatever, and you see 200 vendors. So when you think about going here with 70 vendors for $99, you'll leave with more than $100 worth of stuff.
General admission's in at $5. That ticket is $49.
That's a bargain.
Defensive driver, $30.
Designated
They don't have designated driver. Thank you.
Yeah,
They
in
don't have
Victoria,
access
we're
to the
all
alcohol.
defensive drivers.
That's true.
So if you're a DD, are they going to put like a little band on you?
You got a different colored band. You have access to all the non-alcoholic beverages.
That's
do have
a really
bunch
nice. That's a nice gift from you
Yep.
guys to say, hey, we don't want you to be bored. We want you to be entertained. We just want you to be dead sober.
That's right. And we, we have rideshare capability. If you link on hotels and transportation on the website,
Nice.
you got discounted hotels. If you want to have a night out with the wife and be able to get a ride to and from the event.
I like for Ash was doing the carrying the numbers in his head. If you go around to 70 vendors and take a slug of whiskey at each one, I mean, you might want to call Uber.
Yeah, it's a good night.
That's good. I like it. I've a very
P. Strauss says he's about 10 miles from Jephthah Creed right now.
How about that?
Nice.
He's in somewhere in Kentucky, I think.
Kentucky, yep.
There you have it.
Frey Ranch is another brand that are out of Nevada. They're going to be there. Excited to have them.
Well, we're going to be there. I think I've almost got Dawn, my lovely bride, talked into going. And
what other whiskeys we talked about the bourbons. What other scotches, Irish whiskeys, any of that?
No scotches.
No scotches?
We do have some Texas single malts, which is now
because they can't call it Scotch.
That's it's its own category. Ranger Creek, excited to have those guys out of San Antonio. Rebecca Creek, Swift will be there, which is a nice single malt out of Central Texas.
Okay.
I
haven't tried any of those.
1845 Distilling out of McKinney, Texas. Matter of fact, the master distiller Miguel Perez is from Victoria.
Really?
And that's his brand. So excited to have them in
nice.
Other thing, if I
take your time, yeah.
So we're partnering up with some of the restaurants and bars here in downtown. We got 205 Greek Brothers 205,
right below us.
La Cantina, Moonshine, of course, 5D Tavern, another Poor Decision. So we're going to start this on Thursday night. We're going to have brand nights at some of these establishments where the brands will be in, passing out samples, making specialty cocktails. So we're bringing in some of the local businesses to participate with us.
Well, hats off to Texas Liquor for being innovative and creative. And I like the idea that not only are they doing this as a great event for Victoria, they're also now they're helping promote downtown Victoria. So come down on Thursday, the 17th, Thursday, the 16th.
Thursday, 16th, Friday, 17th. Of course, the event's on the 18th.
On the 18th on Saturday.
Let me ask you a question. This is just, I'm trying to get ahead of the curve because, old fashioned seems to be what everybody's drinking these days with bourbon. What's the next one?
New fashion.
The new fashion.
New fashion. Yeah. Iron Wolf is going to be there. They have their hot scotch whiskey, which has got a little bit of a spice to it and butterscotch. And they
Like
call it a new
boiled
fashion.
whiskey?
So that's one of our signature cocktails for the event.
Okay. Nice.
But Patrick Strauss says, I purchased a couple of bottles of Blanton's and E.H. Taylor yesterday. Have to go to what's
BT to get them. I'm not familiar with the
know.
BT acronym.
I did not know that he was bringing each of us a bottle of Blanton's.
I didn't either.
That is
nice
so
of him.
kind of you, Patrick. So,
Junior says he's going to get a $99 ticket and a designated driver ticket. So there you go.
Well, yeah.
One for him and one for Linda.
I don't think he can do both.
Well, what he's going to do is
He's going to try, but we need to stop that now.
Well, if anybody
Junior's going
has
to
any,
drive, but Linda will be smashed.
if anybody has any questions, you can go on the website info@stxspirits.com. That goes directly to me, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Awesome.
There you go.
Sean, appreciate you, man. Thank you.
While
very
I've got
much.
you
So,
here, since I've got you here, tell me your number, Sean. 7505.
much.
7505.
Awesome.
All right.
Looking
I'll
forward
call
to the new
you because I
fashion.
want to get some more talking points and we'll promote the event. And very excited to be a part of it. So thanks for you want the camera?
Well, no, I was
like
actually
that
looking. I was actually enjoying Mr. Bill and
There's
Bob
Mr.
Ross
Bill.
and G.I. Joe and G.I. Joe.
No, that's the one on the right there. That's G.I. Joe. That's NASA G.I. Joe.
Oh.
And back in the day, you could pull his dog tag.
Yeah.
It'd go, and it'd go, that's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. And if
Cool.
you pulled it in, it went, we never really landed on the moon.
And it was
done
pulled
in
it
a
too hard and
studio.
stopped talking.
Yeah, that's what happened. He quit talking.
Awesome. Looking forward to that event on the 18th. That's going to be a lot of fun.
G.I. Joe, say what?
Help!
Listen, he quit.
Stop pulling my tags.
He quit.
That's too bad.
He was awesome.
I'm guessing the battery that ran that probably quit.
Not a battery.
Oh, it's just-
you're winding it up.
Why do you keep pulling on my tags?
Why is Commander talking in his Mr. Bill voice?
Oh,
He's gender confused.
G.I. Joe is not. P. Strauss says BT's Buffalo Trace.
Oh,
There you go.
goes. I didn't have the nomenclature.
I didn't
Sorry.
either. I might have got there eventually, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, should we take another break?
Well, why not? I
I
mean,
know.
dollar a holler. Get after him.
Dollar Floor Store. Get in and transform your house if you want. Yeah, it's the fall. You've had a busy summer of kids trampling dirt throughout your carpet. Get rid of that carpet. Pull it up. Go see the Dollar Floor Store. Tamara will help you out. She can help pick out the colors that will go best with your walls and your furniture, and she'll help you pick out the next flooring that'll be way better than carpet that traps dirt.
This is my buddy JR Perez checking in. Really integral in all these creative events. I've gone to numerous events that JR's been involved in. I've never had a bad time. He's one of the impetus behind the food trucks down in the park and stuff, just creative thinking. And it's always centered around.
If he's ever
fun.
cooking,
Oh man.
I mean,
cook.
I'm Russian wheat pierogies, vareniki as we call them in Russia.
Oh, the Anikis. Is
Vareniki.
that what y'all call it?
They're like raviolis, but a little bit bigger, and they're usually stuffed with.
He's always promoting the communist way because it's bigger. It's communist.
Yes.
It's bigger. It's
Bigger and
better,
better.
right?
Usually with mashed potatoes and cheese, cheddar cheese.
Vareniki?
Pierogies for the Ukrainians, and I don't remember what the Polish.
I knew a
call them.
Veronica once.
JR
She got bigger.
deep fries these things,
Wow. Is that like deep fried ice cream at the state fair?
kind of. It was really good.
JR.
I never
Man.
even thought of that. He just took Russian food to a completely South Texas level.
Yeah. Well, if you're in doubt, fry it, right? Yeah.
So anyway,
Sure.
really good stuff. So, Chesnick Furniture, Chesnick and Love, make your house a home. You just always do better at Chesnick. Stop on by, get in there today for all the accoutrement
You know,
They've got you covered. Chesnick's just great folks. Go see Bobby and the gang at Chesnick's. They'll help you out. They've got stuff on sale right now, clearance. When I was in there, best furniture in England furniture all on sale. So get in and you'll see all the deals. And you buy it this morning, they'll deliver it this afternoon, I'm sure.
No doubt. By the way, go now. Go today to atsandoffer.com. It's been a little warm. Today's a little warm. Go check out. I love to go on their website. It's very, very functional. I know you had a good experience there yesterday with your truck. Adela, the greatest service writer in the history of
she took
cars.
care of me and got an oil change and in and out. I had a 4 o'clock appointment. I got there a little late, but I was in and out in under an hour.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But Ads and Offer, you can go in and you say, I want to look at trucks. I want to look at certified pre-owned trucks with less than 20,000 miles. And I want leather seats. And I want them arranged by price from high to low or low to high. And they can do that. The website just boom, boom, boom. It's almost, Cody, did you design that website? What? You could have.
And you know what? If you go to Ads and Offer and they don't have what you're looking for exactly, they'll find it for you and get it for you. That's how good they are at Ads and Offer.
And they'll sit with you if you say, well, how much is it? Why is that a good price on this car? Well, let's go to CarMax and let's look. And they'll go. You go shop the market. They'll show you the pricing they've got.
Went Services. We forgot Went Services.
Well, never forget Went Services. No. Went Services, your home for a Generac, American-made, turnkey is the key phrase. Turnkey generator. So awesome. Yeah, get a hold of Went Services for your only home generator. You need that. What are you saying?
I don't know. I'm just trying to see what just a local slant. About 230,000 Texans are saying could be furloughed or forced to work without pay, according to an article on
what site is
MSN.com.
Yeah, there you go. That's why
it's from the Houston Chronicle.
Yeah, sure.
But they're saying because of the government shutdown, they're going to get back pay.
Oh, of course. They'll get paid.
Yeah.
You and Cody handle it for a second. I'll tell you a story when we get back.
Yeah, apparently there's about 675 million projects that are earmarked for Texas that could be cut. Staffing at airports, national parks that are in the state could be affected as well. I like how they fearmonger this stuff. Could be affected.
Right.
Right? Might be.
Not likely to happen.
Probably not. Immigration enforcement, military operations, the mail should not be significantly affected. But there could be delays in processing any applications for passports and things like that. But you know what? They're already saying, like, what did I see this morning? 700,000 federal employees could be cut because of this.
It's like saying we could cut one of the radio hosts of this show.
We could. We just did. But I don't know. I mean, if we've got 700,000 employees that we just that Congress just deems aren't important enough to keep things moving. And here's we've got 700,000 employees too many, in my opinion. But here's the problem with what's going on in D.C. Both sides are pointing fingers at the other side. I'm going to blame the Democrats more than the Republicans on this one, because when Joe Biden was in office and they controlled the House and the Senate, they were pointing fingers. Republicans want to shut down. Republicans want to shut down. Now the Republicans hold everything. Republicans want to shut down. Republicans want to shut down.
We still got to have 60 people, right?
That's a problem.
That's the problem. I think the House has already passed what they need to pass. But the Senate says, look, to me, the Dems absolutely want the shutdown. And I told you yesterday that the reason that the Dems have a shutdown is people like Chuck Schumer. If Chuck Schumer caves, then it opens the door for AOC, which is amazing, that AOC is going to try to run for his Senate seat. Now, the only good thing, can she stay a rep and run for his Senate seat? And if she loses, can she stay in the House?
I don't know
Just
that.
the sounds pop.
Yeah,
Maybe turn off that mic. How about now, Junior? Critic.
Bring that down a little bit. I don't know. I honestly don't. We might be clipping out a little bit. So I don't know. I honestly don't know if you can stay as a House representative and run as a Senate. I don't know. Andrew Alvarez says something that's that the salary of both houses of Congress are getting paid, and that the president is getting paid and distribute those funds to the federal workers. It's not enough.
No, it's not.
I mean, if you add all them up and try to get it to the federal workers, you're going to give them all about $2, right?
Yeah, there's not enough money.
But I heard an interesting comment yesterday from, and I don't remember who was doing the talking on this one. But they said when they no longer pass if they can't get to a funding resolution, then they should immediately be recalled.
I agree.
You want to put pressure on them? And here's the other thing that really bothers me about this. They've known since when was the last one passed? March?
Sure.
They've done nothing to get to this point until the last week when all of a sudden the government shutdown is looming. And let's be honest, it's a false, and I should stop using that term as well, because 15% of the government shuts down. That's it.
Yeah,
have any of you noticed anything? And I'm sure there are some.
It's more symbolic.
But the majority of people probably haven't noticed anything. And I'm sure those who are federal employees will have to, it might be a little tougher.
I didn't even know it was shut down until you started talking about it.
Yeah,
no, absolutely.
So nothing.
But Congress didn't do anything. And at the same time, I mean, it is unavoidable that you've got to have the Dems want $1.5 trillion. And look, since we're having a bad feed, I don't know what it could
we
be.
can't fix it right now.
I can't fix it right now.
Plow through it, people. We're almost through.
And at the end of the day, you're kind of like, hey, if the Dems want money, literally, unashamedly want money in order to vote to continue the CR, the thing that I'm not even able to say it really. I can't. I'm trying to. It's all in my dome, but it's not coming out, which isn't very helpful when you do a radio program.
Why did they take a summer recess? Why did they not get to this point so that 15% of the federal government doesn't have to be closed? Right? They've had 6 months to work on this.
Well, and that's the deal. They want $1.5 trillion for a 4-week extension. That's the deal. It's not like, and by the way,
think about that.
We're just printing the $1.5 trillion. That's what gets me. It's not real money. It spends, but it's not like they're taking it from the treasury where it really exists. We're not giving them $1.5 trillion for the gold. We're just going to print up a bunch of gift cards and give them to the Democrats.
$1.5 trillion
for being a loser,
to push things down the road to get to the next point in 4 weeks where we're going to be back at this battle again.
Yeah.
And what's the next price tag? Because we know some of this goes on and funds things going forward. Maxine Waters yesterday accused a reporter of trying to bait her into, and she would never into thinking. Yeah. And all the reporter kept asking was, is this to fund health care for illegal immigrants? And she wouldn't answer the question. She kept saying it's to fund health care for everybody, which, of course, by saying that means, yes, it's to help fund health care for illegal immigrants.
I listened to a clip the other day of Nancy Pelosi, and she was talking about we need to give the American dream to everybody. People should be able to own a home when they live in America. And the interviewer said, are you suggesting that the government get involved in giving loans to undocumented folks that live in this country? And she goes, everybody should be documented. This is Nancy Pelosi. These people are unhinged. And the idea that, like we've talked about, when in South Texas, Ash, 50 years ago, everybody was a Democrat. You couldn't get elected down here as a Republican. But the reality is the Democrat Party has left the values. It was almost like, and I do think it started in the 70s with the Roe v. Wade deal. It's like, that's when politics became somewhat moral and feeling based. It used to be Democrats want everybody to succeed. Republicans want everybody to succeed. Democrats just seem to believe that people needed more government assistance in succeeding, whether it be affirmative action, whether it be low interest loans, whether the government was involved in your success, not your pursuit of happiness, but in your happiness. But then when the left continued to become more and more unhinged, more and more people became Republicans by default. They vote Republican. They're not Republicans necessarily. And now I would say that the Republican Party is gaining new membership 5-1 over the Democrats, some being Democrats. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the thing with Nancy Pelosi, and let's be honest. We were giving illegal immigrants housing, maybe not giving them, but there's nothing in our laws that stops foreign people from buying a house in this country. Well, although the state now has banned China and Russia and others from buying up farmland and land, I think around, was it the whole state or just around certain strategic
around military installations?
But Colony Ridge, where's all the talk about that? Remember all that was going on Montgomery County, north of Houston, when lots of crime was happening there. I mean, developers made $1 bazillion off of shady loans, high interest loans, basically the homeowner equivalent of payday loans to a bunch of illegals in Colony Ridge.
No doubt. I can't get past the fact that New York, kind of the crown jewel of American cities, the symbol of if I can make it here, I can make it anywhere.
Wow, that would be an awesome song lyric to write around.
Start spreading the news. Anyway,
catch.
I just don't know where to go with it from there. You know, the idea that the epitome of what the left embraces, a Ugandan-born, apparently legal immigrant, communist in the form of Mondami, is going to probably be the mayor of New York. And it's just, there is absolutely no way that what he's proposing is going to benefit New York.
Here's the funny thing. He's a trust fund baby who lives in a rent-controlled apartment.
It's like AOC saying, I'm just a bartender while she's going to private college.
He doesn't have he has not felt any of the pains of the people he claims to represent and want to represent.
He didn't know that he was in a rent-controlled apartment.
Yeah.
He was like paying $1,000 a month for it. It's like $1.5 million
in New York. Yeah, and he doesn't know he's rent controlled. Yeah, because your landlord was just being a nice guy in Manhattan.
Because you're from Uganda.
It's ridiculous.
That guy, and I applaud Donald Trump. I applaud Donald Trump for saying, you are going to bankrupt New York, and I am not going to bail you out. He has a very short amount of time, President Trump, this current administration has a very short amount of time to de-radicalize America. We have got to get Americans back on the track to being Americans.
Well, and Eric Adams the other day I think it was Friday, just kind of went quietly over the weekend, pulled out of the race. Pulled out of the race. So,
Jarrett couldn't agree more.
So, I mean, Eric Adams is gone. I don't think Andrew Cuomo can win.
No, they were
Curtis
saying he might
Sliwa,
hook up with Sliwa. That they might work together to.
Sliwa's a New Yorker who's actually affected change in New York. This is the guy, one of the guys that founded the Guardian Angels. Remember back in the 70s and early 80s when New York was just an asshole city?
Yes.
And it was crime ridden. And Sliwa and others vowed to take back the streets, and they did. They rode the subways. They walked the streets. And they cleaned it up. It was vigilante justice, but that's because the mayor at the time, I think it might have been Ed Koch, was afraid of doing anything.
Batman was vigilante justice.
Here's a guy who's in his 70s, doesn't need the job, loves his city enough, has been there his whole life, actually took action to help clean his city up, knows what it's going to take to turn his city around, and the idiots in New York want to vote in some Ugandan-born elitist who's never known anything worse than a hangnail in his life as a hardship.
It's not like he's a survivor.
Yeah. No. It's ridiculous. And unfortunately, New York is the beacon to the rest of the world.
Right. But you're going to see huge corporations leave New York.
I think he will. Although, to be honest, I don't know that Mamdani can do a lot of the things he's promising to do. The city-owned grocery stores and all of that. He would have to buy the buildings unless he eminent domained it. And I don't know that there's the support of the city council from some of the things I've read there to actually back these plans. So at best, he's going to come in with a bunch of promises that'll turn out to be empty promises. And he's not going to be able to do what he said he's going to do.
But is it not tragic that there appears to be enough
idiots?
Yes, New Yorkers, synonymous in this case, to affect that change.
Yeah.
That there's enough people in New York that will say, I know he's a communist, but something's got to change.
The fact that people of New York didn't like their city that was safer, better run, embraced tourism under Rudy Giuliani, and since then, Bloomberg, de Blasio, and I think you're terminated 2 terms there. Eric Adams only run a 1, and now you're probably going to have Mamdani. They forgot what leadership looked like, and Giuliani since then. I mean, he couldn't be reelected, but you're telling me you could have found somebody similar?
No, that's right. And again, when you go back to the Republicans and the Democrats, there's nothing wrong with being that ideological, caring, deeply caring person, but you've got to, like I wish Peter McNally was here. Peter would tell you, I believe, that he's probably more of an independent. He's just not a Republican. How about that? I'm just not a Republican. I don't. You give him. Yeah, bless his heart. I mean, I just can't see anything that makes you go, see, it works. Nothing Obama did worked except deport a bunch of illegals. And he gets no credit / blame for that, depending on which way you lean. The left
I'll
doesn't
give him credit for
hate him.
getting rid of 1.7 million illegals.
But the left doesn't hate him for that.
No.
You know,
they hate Trump, who's going to end up deporting about half that many if he
Absolutely.
keeps up his current pace.
Absolutely. They hate Trump just for being Trump. Now, I get it if you're so insecure that Trump's bravado offends you. I get that. But that's not a reason to vote for purple-haired fat women in the military. That's not a reason to vote for that.
Hakeem Jeffries got mad the other day because when he was visiting with Trump, there were a couple of Trump 2028 hats in the background, and the left became unhinged again. See, he's going to be a dictator.
It is so irresponsible for elected officials. Number one, way too many members of Congress now just openly use foul language on Twitter and on their social media. I'm talking about intelligent, elected women dropping F-bombs.
Seems to be mostly the women, to be honest.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's not the example that we need to set for anybody, kids, anybody else. And by the way, they're all Democrats. Even Marjorie Taylor Greene doesn't drop F-bombs on social media. And it is just a madhouse up there. And we're just getting to the point where they're just emotionally and mentally ill and unhinged. They just simply are. And I don't know what else to call it except mental illness. Being a leftist is a mental illness.
I agree.
And it is at the very least un-American and against the background of the founding fathers.
It's communist.
Yep.
Yeah. They're blatant communists. They are guilty of being what they've accused Donald Trump and the right of being. They're the ones that want to control everything.
Right.
They're the ones that had to shut somebody up because they didn't like what he was saying, like killing him.
That's right. There was a time that you didn't have to say us or them. There was a time that Democrats and Republicans could coexist well. There was a time that, well, we just disagree on social issues, or we disagree on affirmative action, or we disagree on taxation. Now both parties are tax and spend parties. Republicans do it a little bit more slowly. But there is no way to get around the fact. Now, I don't disagree with that, Kelly Frommy. Megyn Kelly has gone overboard. It's all contrived, okay? Megyn Kelly
she's trying to fill a void.
She's trying to fill a void. That's right. To make money. And she's also trying to say, I'm unencumbered now by the network, so I can say SHIT or whatever. I can say what I want. I'm now this is my opinion. It's my voice. I am woman. Hear me roar. That's what Megyn Kelly's doing. But the idea that looking at a guy like Chuck Schumer and saying the guy's an idiot, that's not a difference of opinion. That is just a straight up fact. I mean, the guy's a nut job. And they're all horrendous and horrific hypocrites because
Chuck Schumer 20 years ago, Obama was lauding that the illegals were being kicked out of the country.
That's exactly right.
There's quotes of him all over social media.
I heard the audio of him yesterday saying from like 97, something like that, where he was just going, you simply can't have illegals coming in and utilizing America's resources, because at that time there was AIDS and all this stuff. We were all worried about, we've got to use that money to help the blah, blah, blah community. But now they're like, hey, man, you know what? If we get them in here and we can be the party that gets them citizenship, they'll vote for us forever.
That's right. That's why the Democrats tried to do everything to funnel and launder money through the Clintons in Haiti, because they didn't want the Haitians coming.
That's right. Jared McCready says pedophiles, child abuse advocates. He's calling people by what they are is not name calling. The Democrats are the ones that support, what do they call it? The multiple genders. The Democrats are the ones that support minor attracted people. They're not perverts. They're minor attracted people.
They're not pedophiles.
If I asked you, which party do you think in the next 10 years would lower the age of consensual sex to 14? Which one do you think would be that one? No doubt about it. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Folks, just at the top of the hour, we love you. Go love each other. Educate a Democrat today. Take an idiot by the hand. Educate them. Talk to you later.
Bye folks.